Hey, Bob here. It's Friday morning, June 5th, 2026. And the tape is all off of the bindings. And the purflings are all installed and the bindings are installed. And forgive the camera work. I've got lawn duty this morning. I'll be out there for about 4 hours in the heat of Orlando. But before I do, I just wanted to give you a little update on the finished product here. This is the back of one of my last guitars, one of my final guitars. And I just removed the tape. The bindings have not been scraped flush yet. I should say the bindings and the purflings have not been scraped flush yet. So they might look a little rough here, but you get the idea. Now, I will leave this alone for maybe a week, and I will go and work on the other guitar and do the same thing that I just did to this one. I will route and install the purflings on the back and the bindings on the back of the other guitar. So anyway, this one will get cleaned up after that other one is done. I'll just leave it alone for now. There's no reason to make it pretty yet. I just wanted to give you an idea of what this looks like. Of course, not only will I scrape the back flush, I'll also scrape the sides, the binding and purflings on the sides flush. I'm pretty happy with the results. And as I always do, my fingers are telling me whether or not things are good or bad. And overall, I'm very happy with this, especially after not having bound a guitar for a while, and all of the little physical problems that I've had in the last couple of years. To come into the workshop and pull this off just like old days, old times. It was interesting where the sense of touch and the experience of doing it so many times before, they sort of really helped my lack of eyesight. And like I said before, my left eye sees perfect. My right eye sees about 30 to 40%. And what it does see is fairly sharp, but it's kind of hazy and snowy looking. So my left eye is doing all the work, and I can still do it. I was kind of surprised, really, but I don't expect, life doesn't go on forever, and I've certainly spent thousands of hours building guitars, so at some point the game is kind of over. And like I say, I'm wrapping it up here with my last two guitars. This one happens to be a 3-piece Brazilian rosewood back and Brazilian rosewood sides, spruce top, beautiful handmade rosette, a la Francisco Simplicio, 1929. I copied one of his rosettes. Okay, that's about it for now. I got to go out and sweat my rear end off for 4 hours. In fact, I repaired our Honda lawnmower, which we're trying to keep alive because it's a beauty. Normally I keep it in the shed, but I've been working on it in the garage. And as always with Honda lawnmowers, they have a drive problem. The back wheels and all of the different parts of the back axle it's a live axle and the transmission and so on. This Honda is about 12 years old, as much as I can guess, 12 or 13 years old. And it's a great lawnmower. And the problem is you can't buy new ones anymore. Honda stopped making gas-powered lawnmowers. They get out of the gas-powered lawnmowers. They're making electric. So if you want a Honda, you've either got to find new old stock, or you got to buy a used one. And in fact, I am going to buy a backup lawnmower, but I am looking at Toros, and they're just not impressing me as much as the Honda. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I did the repairs. The parts came in a few days ago. I did the repairs late yesterday afternoon, and I'm going to go out and see if it works well today. My wife and daughter went over to Cocoa, to Jetty Park, where the Port Canaveral, if you will, and they're going to the beach today. So I've got the day to myself, and I'm going to see if I can get the lawn mowed and the detail work done. So, forgive the mess in here. It's not usually like this, but lots going on, and we were going to move, and now we're not. So anyway, all right, well, I hope you all enjoyed this, and on to the next guitar. I won't do anything on this one until after the other one is purfled and bound on the back. Okay, Bob checking out. Have a great weekend.